Alrighty then, we're back. Um, so I fixed up my inventory and just sort of grabbed a few things behind the scenes, but nothing much to speak of. We're now heading towards Valance to Liliana's mission. We'll start here. But after that point, we'll head to head to the story mission that we've got.
It's just as I remember it. You didn't tell me you'd been here before. After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother. It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place. It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Why would you say that?
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like
Ah,
she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lady, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. That light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
Here, let's look around.
Do they still sing
above all,
verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the tradition. Most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear.
okay.
I stare up at the bridge sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes. Spectacular, isn't it?
Okay, can you
must be careful, Natalie. Justinia's enemies are making their move, vying for position and the Sunburst throne.
guys shush for a minute so I can probably figure out what this is? Above all, that strength lives in an open heart. That light has no fear of darkness. Always remember that faith is sprung from a barren branch. Okay, so what we got here? We've got a lady of unknown origins. We have along those lines. I don't know what that is. We have a white rose with thorns. This end we've got a lady. I don't actually know if this is. Okay, so in here we have a pierced heart. I think that's the lady from 2, isn't it? Not sure what that is. This is really confusing.
An open heart. Well, that one's quite literal. And morbid. But
A lot.
Justinia always said that compassion was my greatest strength. Doubt is easy. It takes courage to trust.
Light has no fear of darkness. Well, that would be... I would have thought lightning would have been with no fear of darkness, but you know, what do I know?
There was a lot of fear back then. No one knew what was going to happen, whether we would live or die. And then one morning, I found a single bloom on a dead rose bush. And I thought, even in the midst of all this, life finds a way.
How the fuck were we supposed to figure that out? What bullshit is that? So the light has no fear of darkness. A little bit stumped on this one, but I'm assuming it's over here somewhere. No fear of darkness. Oh. Okay. I'm a little bit pissed with that, because that doesn't make any sense, considering there's multiple places that could have been. Yeah. What is that?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Good old Leliano was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thedas away from the true chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us, join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
I mean, this is a
Release
house
her,
of your
Leliana.
country, right? You don't want to stay in
The
the...
Grand Cleric?
She is one woman. We are the Inquisition.
The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming. can't be it. There's nothing here.
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seemed the puzzling sort.
No, it's just an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie and called it a good thing. Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
Alrighty. Didn't take the box with her. Interesting. Alright. Wasn't as long as I thought it might have been, but I guess I should have expected that. Alright, back to Skyhold. Right, let's go talk to Eliana real quick, and then, yeah. Start on our path towards the end of the main story.
offer the ambassador support for the
Ah, here.
Inquisition.
Ah, Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it. Niceness before knives, Liliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
How have you been feeling since Valence?
Good. Wonderful. Valence was something of a rebirth for me. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice.
Yeah.
I am more
Oh, she
than
did
this.
bring it with her. Okay.
I am more than what Justinia made me.
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master?
Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built. I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy is not always a weakness.
Do you resent Justinia for what she did?
How can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
Oh, oops.
You've exceeded her. She could never have imagined the power you now hold.
And now I will know how to use that power wisely. I have to stay true to who I really am, before a spy master left hand or barred. I almost lost myself.
Good for her.
Yes?
Alright.
I'll leave you to your work.
Well. That time's come.
It's good to see you.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Alrighty then. Alright. Yeah, the Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with. Call its allies to rally their soldiers and march with Inquisitor Lavalon's army. The Arbor Wilds, where they will face Corypheus' zealots one final time. The Inquisition must stop Corypheus before the Darksworn Magister finds a long-lost elven artifact in the wilds that allows him to enter the Fade physically and claim its power. Alright.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work, if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
Another on the list of reasons
I
to
won't
stop
allow
him.
it. I can't.
Indeed, should Corypheus succeed, do not doubt you would be first to feel his holy wrath.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
You overcome it. All three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Leliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus's army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morrigan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
This is going to hurt.
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvion.
Alrighty. On firm. Right, Dorian, Barak, Cassandra. Cassandra? There you go. Hmm. I know there's a couple of quests after this. I don't know how long this is. It sort of sounds like the Arbor Wilds is an area, but it's necessarily the case. Let's see. I also have no idea how long these quests are, so we could be done. My only question is, if he's looking for an Illuvian, couldn't he just come to Skyhold? Given there is now, you know, one sitting right here. This could be like a giant distraction, for all we know. And again, I don't know if you would know about Liliana's, not Liliana, sorry, Morrigan's Illuvian.
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Do only what you must. We need enough people for a celebration when we get back to Skyhold.
It's
We
true.
will not fail you, my lady, no matter what comes.
A party isn't a
Trust
party
guide
without
you,
people.
Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True. You are far more likely to come to their aid than
Yeah,
Chantry
that's
faithful.
true. That's
I
very true.
digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal,
Which is?
a place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the Illuvian he covets lies within. Let
Oh,
us
look,
hope
sure.
we reach this temple before the entire
So
forest
the
is
Arbor
reduced
Wilds,
to ash.
are they a thing? Were they a thing in Oh, that's kind of redundant, isn't it? Were they the Arbor Wilds I'm thinking of? Like in Origins, what was that? What it was called? No, with the werewolves. This way.
Listen to how close the fighting's gotten. It will be worse ahead.
One last push and we can lick our wounds. I wonder if Corypheus will show.
I hope you're right about this temple, Morrigan. I could use a building or two.
Do the woods discomfort you, Pavos?
It's mostly the people trying to cut our heads off that manage that.
This place could very well be an area after we're done here. I don't know. It's very pretty, I'll give it that. Don't want one of those birds. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Good luck. Oh, so there's a loot happening. I've just not been keeping track of that. Okay. Gamer rules. Tricking behind the waterfall. Nothing. So it's Stormheart. Okay. Not a thing that is necessarily relevant to us. Also, I can't be bothered to really loot during endgame, or at least endgame for the main story at least. Who are these guys? Wardens? Oh, these are probably just the Grey Wardens that hadn't been fixed. Where are you going? Okay, let's go. Dorian. Dorian's always like constantly badly injured.
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
If they are forced to obey him, death will be a blessing.
Yeah. Alrighty. Assume we follow the stream down?
For Haven and the Divine.
There, ahead. An entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch out. They've posted archers on the wall.
Who were those elves? They didn't look Dalish.
Yeah, Dalish are a lot more chatty.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wild.
Oh, that could be. I didn't see them, but sure, why not? I can. How did I manage this? What? We're in. Captain Lowen, I don't know. I don't want grumbling in the lower ranks. That our Lord Corypheus and pick Grey Wardens to be part of his honor guard over his Templars. Our charge is not to understand his will, it is only to obey. Besides, our master still saw he lost all but a few dozen enslaved Grey Wardens to the Inquisitor at Adamant. The soldiers are smart, they'll keep quiet about it. Oof. Probably a good idea. That being said, I am going to run back down real quick. I'm not going to focus too hard on the loot, but there is, if I come across a chest, I want to grab it. I have no idea if I'll be able to grab this again easily. Ah, just in case there is something of value to that wasn't this time. Okay. Oh, those were the elves they were talking about. Ah. Now the question is, are they on Corypheus' side? If they are, that could prove an issue. Yep, go birdies. Alright. Why? What is the issue? I don't understand. Have I? Lord Captains of the Red Templars, we're not stopping to deal with these elven fanatics. Press 4. Oh, so that there we go. The elves are fighting everyone. Okay. Finding the Temple of Mythor is our first and only task. Once I become the vessel, our master can finally claim the power waiting for him. No elves, no city, no nation will be a match for the living god. This is the day we've bled for. The Inquisition and our legions are snapping at our heels, and you sacrificed more than anyone should ask. But if we fall here, the deaths of your brothers and sisters meant nothing. I won't let that happen. I know none of you will either. General Samson. Right. Thought that name had been missing from some stuff. Oh. I'm not going to jump off the edge. Yeah, I see. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this trail, wherever this is. What's about? Oh, no. What's this? Oh, fuck Phalangaris. Okay. Now, why oh why would there be Veilfire here? Ah. Old elven writing. Okay. know there are people at this camp? Okay. Ah, yeah. Alright, let's go. Probably done with maybe getting like oh, where was I thinking going with this? Good luck, guys. Some more birds. We go down the river. Feels like that's where everything's leading. Is how do I? A little bit. How do I get through here? Over here? Over here. Get out of here, birdies! There's a battle going on. Oh, is that Cullen? Oh yeah, it is Cullen. Right, Cullen. You probably want to come with us, honestly. Because Samson is here somewhere. Okay.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
Any chance Corypheus will finally grace us with his presence?
I'd count on it.
Oof. Lot of bodies. A lot of bodies. They seem mostly... Yeah. That's Samson now.
They still think to fight us, Master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Interesting.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Whatever was left of his flesh has been burned away. I don't think that's it though, is it? It's never that easy. Right, Samson is probably like a vessel of his now, right? Because they were talking about that before. Oh, hell. I thought for a second that was...
Cannot be! Across the bridge, now!
Okay. I'd have assumed that the dragon helping Corypheus was Flemeth, but at the same time, Flemeth doesn't seem like someone who would be wanting to work under someone like that. So it's just a bit weird that Flemeth was in the first and second game, but she's not in this one. I don't know if that... Maybe she's like in the DLC, perhaps. Don't know. Guess I'll find out. Fair enough.
At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an eluvian, but he mentioned a well of sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
No, it could be the same
Could
thing.
they be the same? Could Illuvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an Illuvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
I mean, I'm not fussed personally.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do.
At least she's proving fault,
I want
whereas
to know how Corypheus returned to
Solus has been
We saw him die.
mindlessly,
And his life
suspiciously
force
correct.
passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
So that's how the bastard survived, Hawk.
We'll find a way to stop Corypheus once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus, they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how. Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage.
Yeah, that's true.
How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Will answering that question let us destroy Corypheus for good?
Possibly, yeah.
I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and
Little
customs
bit.
now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
True enough.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess.
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
What accounts?
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony. Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
Ah, Plymouth.
What do you mean exiled?
Tricked
feels
by the
like
Dread Wolf, as all the elven
something
gods
which-
were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the
Ah, it's
Fold.
title of the next game,
Many
right?
Dalish
Dread Wolf.
believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic
possibly.
in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Arlathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
Yeah.
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about history.
Tis thrilling, no? To discover an era thought lost forever has possibly thrived in the shadows.
Yeah.
We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their long-kept secrets.
Fair enough, yeah. Right, let's continue.
I see the Red Templars have already encountered the temple's guardians.
Ah, spice replenished.
The Temple of Mythal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land.
Before the Imperium destroyed it.
They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment, after they proved their worth.
Uh-huh. Yeah. A wolfie. Statue of Fenral.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the dread wolf, Fen-Harel. In elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen-Harel in Mythal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
My clan set statues of the Dread Wolf outside our camp. They're meant to frighten harmful spirits.
Perhaps. I thought the ancient elves above quaint superstitions. Still, so long as the wolf's jaws cannot close around us, we may pass safely on. Yes?
Let's...
I mean, it's very pretty. I'll give it that. But yeah, I mean, maybe Fenral's role previously in history was different.
It's sealed.
Corypheus's lackeys managed to open it. Perhaps the altar holds a clue.
The altar? Is that the altar? That must be the altar, right? Ah.
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Oh, I see.
Ancient Elven. I can't make out much. Here it says Abella Sun, which means the place of sorrow. That must refer to the well.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
It's a start.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Yeah, so...
A ritual to appease elven gods? Long dead or no, I don't like it.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back.
There.
Well done. Let us see what awaits.
Easy peasy. As soon as I saw the tiles light up, I realised what that was. Right. In we go.
Hold them off!
That won't last long. You're gonna need more than that. You done?
Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
That makes sense.
An army fights and dies for us. The longer we tarry, the more soldiers we lose outside. Let's jump down and be done with this place.
Just a thought. Maybe rushing through this place like a mad bull isn't the best plan.
Yeah.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal? Or yours?
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
She's a little bit romantic now.
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true.
Yeah.
I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most elven writing, it was insufferably
Yep.
vague.
Sounds about right.
The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Yeah, I bet.
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I
Yeah,
would have feigned
sure,
ignorance entirely.
Yeah, absolutely.
My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
I mean, you've got a son through the whole perform the rituals. Well, we're performing the rituals. That's definitely what we're going to do. Okay, so there's 3 rituals of 1 each side. Okay. Let's start with this one. Is it going to be the same as last time? Yeah, looks like it. Oh. Shit. Yeah. Wait, what does this do? Oh. Oh, I see. Shit. What the fuck? How are you supposed to do this then? Oh. Well, shit. Oh. Start here. Maybe. Shit, I may have fucked up a little bit. I fucked up a little. Oof. Yes. Yeah, I fucked up. Okay. Okay, right. I know what I've got to do now. So, but right. Okay, so now I'll pull this. And I step on here. Oh, have I done exactly the same thing as I did last time?
That did something. Indeed. Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
Right. This one.
The ritual is complete.
We are close. There is but one more path to follow.
Yep. Go this way. In here? Yeah. These puzzles I can get behind. There's a cartoon. Oh, I may have missed some of those. Fuck. Alright. Oh, shit. Oops. Didn't realise this was... straight up. I hope I haven't fucked up somehow.
Everything is lit.
So, what now?
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
Hang on.
Who is this meant to be?
Fallon Dean, overseer of funerals and guide to the elven dead. I have heard the Dalish invoke him on their deathbed, or before quests from which they expect no return.
Yeah.
My clan's hunters asked for his blessing when we fought bandits. Our keeper taught them the prayers.
How different from the one sung here, I wonder.
No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna run across the antechamber over here.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we leap after the Templars.
No, I'm here to check out Andrew.
What's this?
I believe we are in the presence of the elven goddess Ondrul, Lady of the Hunt. 'Tis said the Dalish invoke her before a chase, especially if they happen to be stalking humans.
My clan avoided human settlements. Never mind raiding them.
A sound tactic, if one has room to maneuver out of harm's way. Other Dalish clans do not keep so scrupulously hidden.
True enough, probably. Yeah. Let me just check to see if there's. Doesn't look like there's one in here. I might have missed it though. Right. There. Oh. This room looks a bit more intact.
'Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
Judgment. Looks like a courtroom.
We're being watched.
Venavis,
Anavis?
you are unlike the other invaders. You have the features of those who call themselves Elven. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are my enemies, as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion.
Yeah,
I know
you
what
do
you
that.
seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
Our people have lost everything. They need you. They could learn from you.
Our people? The ones we see in the forest, shadows wearing Valisleen. You are not my people. And you have invaded our sanctum as readily as the Shemlin.
We knew this place was sacred. We've respected it as best we could.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mythal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them.
Oh, nice.
When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
I'll admit the idea of fighting the last of their kind does not thrill me.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
Yeah, will I?
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek.
This is Solus's
As for
people
the
then,
Vira
right?
Belasan, it shall not be despoiled.
This is where
Even
he's
if I
from.
must destroy it myself.
No!
Morrigan!
Oh boy. Morrigan. I mean, I get why she's doing that. But like, at the same time, could you not? Opening this door by completing rituals. Okay. Okay, so there's a ritual. The ritual in here? I did I don't mean to bump you.
One stayed behind. Our guide, I suppose.
Mytholanast. That's helpful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
She's worried about this well, not Corypheus.
Yeah, I like I said, I get it. Yeah.
This place looks untouched.
The entire temple must have looked like this long ago. How could the elves pour such devotion into this nonsense?
I could say the same thing about Mosaic and Mythal. Oh. Morrigan is not here to have that conversation with. Fire. One sec, let me... Unreadable elven writing.
Penshra, Gilas Velathan.
I think she wants us to go back.
Just a quick look around.
You can't dangle these in front of us and expect us not to poke. Oh, there's something back here. Elven writing. Come on, there must be more runes. Come on, yep. Untranslatable. Elven. Solas. There's like invaluable information. We would be remiss if we didn't grab. Come on. Any more?
Vir Sumiel.
She's basically allowed us to bypass all that fighting. As if we didn't have, we had Morrigan instead. Would have had to have fought through all that, right? Which I'm not against, personally speaking, but... Just going to open this, right? I should open this. There's nothing here. Go on. Is that it? There's nothing else in here. Okay. Right, so we've got to go. We've got to go through here now. not... Alright, well, I'm gonna grab this anyway, just in case. You never know. Hi, Dorian. Ever distractible. I will get up to that quite regularly. Come on, Morrigan.
The Well of Sorrows.
Andraste, guide us.
How has such magic lasted?
Fight on! An army of these bastards won't stop us! How will you get to the well, General? Tell me you bro...
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
What a coincidence, I've...
Sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop. You've hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
I spoke with your Tranquil, Maddox. He sacrificed himself for your cause.
I told him not to. He died as one of us then. One of the faithful. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows.
He's gonna drink
You know
from
what's
it, not
inside the well? Wisdom.
Corypheus.
The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task entrusted to me. Being force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
Once Corypheus is that powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
You dare say that to my face? After you butchered my men? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength the Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now. With a new
We did do the
god.
operation
So,
to get a weakness in his
how will
armor,
this
so...
go?
Oh, like this.
Power's all well and good, until it's taken away.
What did you do? What did you do? My armor is gone. The lyrium. I need it. Kill them all. There we are.
Now we can all focus on this guy.
To save you now. You think you'll win?
Oh, it's gotten bigger. Cullen should have been here for this.
Well, French. You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
He's still breathing.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Quiet certainty? Oh, there is an alluvion. Huh.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Samson thought the well's knowledge was valuable. It could help stop Corypheus.
I care nothing for your petty conflicts, Shemlin.
This
You'll
is
care
not a...
when Corypheus arrives for the well.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
Look around you. Everything your people were. It's already gone.
It is.
Why remain? Why perform a duty without purpose?
Yeah.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right.
This is what you were built for.
May be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Vira Belasan remains. As do we. That is something.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
The Imperium went to great lengths to expunge Elven history. You might be the last to know the truth.
Would the elves of your lands listen to the truth?
Yeah.
Might. Would it hurt to try?
It very well may, Shemlin. Yes. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity never to awaken, if fate is kind.
You could come with us. Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves. Long ago.
That sucks. just the acceptance
You'll
of
note the intact
their own destruction.
Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is
the key.
The key. Take its power, and Mathal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
You also have a
I
son.
do not like this. She is far too eager.
I do not hide it. To restore lost knowledge, I would risk much.
And what would you do with it? You could be worse than Corypheus.
So, paralyze yourself for fear of what might be? I can give nothing but my word. Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
What about the price?
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
You alone. This is my heritage.
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
I would be.
You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
Are you sure you want this, Morrigan? We don't know what will happen.
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
Thoughts? It all seems ghoulish. Let Morrigan use it, if she wants it so much.
If it is truly between you and her, then let her take the risk. Make her help us all.
You're asking me? This is a lot of...
That's why I'm asking you, Varric.
I barely understand how
voice of reason.
Works.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Oh boy. All I'm thinking about is a kid. Alrighty.
It's yours.
Yeah. I am tempted. I was tempted to have taken it, but
Morrigan! Are you alright?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah.
oh boy.
I am intact. There is much to sift through. But now we can...
This is where it goes wrong. Because if I'm right, Here comes Flemeth. Ah, Corypheus. That's also a thing.
The Illuvian!
Alright, quick exit. Far? Mithal? Who came with us? It would be really fucked up if I was right about Mithal being Flemeth and I've just handed Morrigan to her again. That'd be really fucked up. Ooh, boy. That was a hell of a thing that just happened. Yeah, I mean, she's the goddess of love and motherhood and all that sort of stuff. That fits with Morrigan quite well. Yeah, freaking. Not to mention, Plymouth had a lot to do with the elves in Dragon Age 2, so. Well, this Plymouth.
It is done.
Hell. I am very, very concerned, Oregon.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is
No.
wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Then he's coming here.
Meaning he will attack us directly, at Skyhold.
Not necessarily. But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices. And they speak to me now from across the
They
ages.
know who he is, right?
They hold wisdom. Secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
Should we fear him more than his army?
Possibly. Luckily for you, he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
You're sure? If there are no bodies for him to jump to?
You assume there is a limit to the range of his power. There is not.
Then what do you propose? Killing the dragon is no simple task, if it could even be found.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Boy, oh boy. Right. Oh. The war table. A few more things now. Research the Well of Sorrows. Influence Sentinel Plate. Bring Samson's of Justice. That. Back Freldon. Dagna, mind your mentor? Oh, right, yeah. I spoke to Dagna and she said that she wanted something doing, so that's what this is. I'll do that. I forgot that was a thing that we had on the agenda. Right, what's that? Nice, what's this? Oh, that's just a... There's the water. Right. Okay. Do the sit in judgment. Come on. As everything starts loading into this room.
Give me, Inquisitor. For personal interest, I have relieved Josephine, as you might expect. Knight Templar Samson, general to Corypheus, traitor to the Order. The blood on his hands cannot be measured. His head is too valuable to take. Kirkwall, Orlais, many would see him suffer. I can't say I'm not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
The headman's axe isn't enough? That's an impressive amount of ill will.
The Red Lyrium will steal your vengeance. You know what it does. Corypheus only delayed my corruption.
Are you still loyal to that thing? He poisoned the Order, used them to kill thousands.
Templars have always been used. How many were left to rot like I was, after the Chantry burned away their minds? Piss on it. I followed him, so Templars could at least die at their best. Same lie as the Chantry. The Prophet just isn't as pretty.
I found your people. They believed in you, believed your cause was righteous.
Not your business, Inquisitor.
Your friend Maddox was so loyal, he killed himself. For you.
They were always going to die. I saw what Corypheus was doing. So yes, I fed them hope instead of despair. I made them believe their pain had purpose. Just like the Chantry does. Right, Commander? It ended as well as anything else I've done. Corypheus would kill me on sight. I'll tell your people what they want. Everything I cared about is destroyed.
One more question here.
Very well. Samson, you will spend your remaining years serving the Inquisition. Cullen will be your handler. Perhaps he can get something useful out of you.
I doubt the Commander believes there's anything worthy left in me.
You're not wrong, but you served something greater than yourself once. Perhaps you can be made to remember that.
Yeah, sounds good. Alright, that's gonna need a conversation with Cullen, I suspect. Right, before I do that, let's go over here real quick. Now it's time to do the rounds.
At
Boom.
your order. We must plan for you to fight one last duel, my darling. This time for all of us. Once you
Oh, okay.
I suppose we must wait.
I'll be thinking of you every step past Skyhold.
Flattering, but you have my permission to think of your battle. Please be sure to. I hope that you'll...
Aww.
Maker, I wish you didn't have to go.
You mean the world to me, Josephine Montillier.
Then return to me safely.
Aww.
I must attend to some tasks before you draw out our enemy. Do go before I begin to cry.
Oh,
Yes.
Josephine. Okay.
Good.
Right. Okay, Solus time. How is he gonna wait? Oh, Varric. Yes, let's do Varric first. Varric? No? Oh.
We're marching soon.
That's the world.
Can you say it?
So, we went to an elven rune.
Yep.
So a witch could consume a pool of magical
Yep.
goo and then walked through a mirror.
Yep.
And wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore.
Absolutely.
Want to discuss something normal?
Sure. Nope. Yeah, no. Totally agree. Right. That was kind of creepy.
The Temple
There
of
we go.
Mythal sounds truly astounding. I would have liked to have seen it.
Mm-hmm. Again?
What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
Hmm.
I'll use whatever power I have to undo the chaos that Corypheus and his allies have caused.
You would put things back the way they were before.
Yes. I mean, not exactly.
I know what you mean. Thank you.
For what?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me. You honor the past and work to recover what was lost, even if the cost is high. I respect that. And I am indebted to you for the reminder. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
Hmm.
You planning to leave before we take down the bad guy?
No, but there may not be a later. It seemed wise to say my goodbyes now.
Hmm.
How can I help?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
When is the penny gonna drop with this guy? Alright, up we go. Let's talk to Dorian. And what are you reading?
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking.
Yeah?
I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter,
I mean, if you want to.
if we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
It was history, right there, staring us in the face.
Yeah.
Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is
Yeah.
something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
You could, yeah, you could do.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform Tevinter.
I hope you're right. You
Uh-uh.
usually are. It
Good.
might surprise you to know that you're the one who
Oh.
inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
Fair enough. Anything else you got to say?
Something you need?
Oh, that's enough. Right, I'm gonna run up. No, I'm gonna go through here, talk to Vivian, and then come back.
Far be it for me to suggest.
How you doing, Vivian?
I expected ruins.
They were. As you see, the Inquisition has not been idle.
Would it be possible to meet the Herald before we return to Ghislaine?
My dear Laurent, for you, anything.
Ah.
Allow me to present Inquisitor Llewellyn.
Your worship, you do us great honor.
Inquisitor, this is my dear Bastien's sister, Grand
Oh.
and his son, Duke Laurent of the Council of
I see.
Heralds.
Madame de Fer has told us what great trials you faced, trying to save my poor brother's life.
The Maker called my father to his side. It was valiant of you to champion him in his final hours.
If only I'd been able to save Bastien.
The Circle of Magi told Bastien many years ago that his illness was incurable. It was simply his time.
Would you mind waiting for me in the chapel, my dears? The Inquisitor and I have business to discuss.
It has been our very great pleasure, Herald.
So you've met the family now, and made a good impression in spite of yourself. Well done.
Wait, you talked them into supporting the Inquisition?
Of course I did, my dear. Properly worded, the righteous cause of the Inquisition can be used to great effect with my Bastien's deeply pious relations. With Bastien's loss, I have connections to the Council of Heralds and the highest levels of the Chantry, all thanks to you.
Well, at least everything's worked out for you in the end.
So it has, and well arranged, if I do say so myself. Well, I can't keep Marceline and Laurent waiting. Thank you so much for your cooperation, Inquisitor. I could never have done this without your help.
I don't know really where he sort of stands. I'm really honest. Not where I wanted to go. This is where I wanted to go, right? Yes.
Yes?
Never mind. Alright, Vivian. Yeah. Okay, so we go down here. Go up to Liliana to talk about the... Oh, we've got some... Liliana? Where is she? Oh, she's here.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things.
Like what?
Change everything. Your support of the Mage Rebellion was a good start. We must build on this. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. The Chantry was a beacon of hope to me once, you know. In my years at Lothering's Chantry, we turned no one away from our doors. It was a refuge, a place of peace.
Stan.
I felt the Maker's presence and his love even when they told me he'd left us.
Reasonably,
this is the
but,
Chantry
you know.
I know. The Chantry I wish the world to see.
Some meat shields. I mean, if it works...
The world could certainly use the force for good you describe.
Yes, the Chantry should be a force for good instead of what it is. The Chantry dictated where it should have inspired. It spoke of judgment instead of acceptance. It should encourage the good in everyone, rather than rebuke us for our sins. No one should be turned away from our doors. No one is without worth. Whoever you are, whatever your mistakes, you are loved, unconditionally. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame.
I mean, if that works, sounds like a good idea, but we shall see. Damn it, we shall see. Alright.
So if we kill Corypheus, he has the power to move from one tainted creature into another? What we will learn next? That he can command the sun to rise or the seas to burn?
No matter how powerful he is, there's a way to defeat him, and we'll find it.
I hope you're right. I have researchers scouring the Temple of Mythol as we speak. I hope that their search turns up something we can use. Ancient magic,
Right, I guess they left, didn't
something
they?
even Corypheus missed. Anything to give us an edge.
That's it. Okay, right. Now we hop off here. I'll go talk to Colin. Oh, okay. You alright there?
Samson took everything from those Templars.
Yep.
He corrupted their souls, twisted them into everything they stood against, everything they would have hated.
Yep.
I know the Red Templars fight for Corypheus, but I feel sorry for them.
They're barely human now. The Red Lyrium left Samson's mind unaltered. He knew what he was doing. And he dares speak as though it were a mercy? The man's a monster.
Yeah.
I pray his information is useful. His life is good for little else.
Yeah.
Samson is everything you say, but it's over. You have to let this go.
Over for us, perhaps. For Samson. Not for those still controlled by Corypheus. The Red Templars needed to be torn down. We've broken Corypheus's army. I might have known some of them. If my life had gone differently, I might have been one.
Yeah.
Do you ever wonder what would have happened if you had not been at the Conclave? If you'd never become the Inquisitor?
I'd still be here. Well, maybe not here, but I'd be down in the barracks with the other volunteers. I couldn't just sit idle.
No, I don't imagine you could.
Anything else on your mind? Oh, yeah, apparently.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you?
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
Oh, poor guy.
How can you still have faith?
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little. Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
From moments like this, perhaps?
There are fewer of those lately.
Yeah, a
It's
little bit.
time now.
Oh no, I've been dropped here. Now I have to run all the way back. Yeah, let's grab. We never did get all of the seeds. I don't remember who that is. Alright, run through here. Oh shit. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Alright. I want to go... Yes. Where are you, Colin? There you are.
I do not like having that mirror illuvian. Corypheus may not be able to travel through it.
I don't think more.
Yes, Morrigan said as much when I asked her.
Oh?
She said I was unreasonable, then offered to explain how the illuvian works using words with less than 4 syllables. The circle had a library, fairly well read.
Right.
I'm not unreasonable.
That...
Another...
Okay, right. So I want to go see Sandra and the others down here. Let's start off with Cole. Cole probably won't say anything, and I can bump him off the list real quick. Oh, not talking to you. Cole actually has something to say to us today. How about?
Corypheus died, and then he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
That's confusing.
It's hard for any of us to make sense of. Corypheus is using ancient magic.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you." Thank you.
Oh, where the fuck are we?
Be with me. No, they don't.
It's just what I heard.
He meant to watch forever. He called himself Sorrow.
I'll talk to you later.
Oh, is he talking about the... Oh.
Of course.
Right. Sarah. What unhinged thing do you have to say?
Oh, hi you. Strange days, right? Weird elves and Morrigan going wading. Better her than you. Glad to be back where things make sense after the demon-worshipping lies of Mythal. When do we go after what's-his-lumps?
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal.
Course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because
Not
elves?
necessarily.
I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
What if even some of it's true, yeah.
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw.
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Coryphe's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. I get it. You're an elf. Be all elfy. But this? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
It's not as if it matters what I believe. I've already denied being the herald.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, believe what you want. So long as we kill Coryphe fish. Whatever.
I really don't like Sarah. There's just not anything to her beyond this just unhinged ranting that she does.
Yeah? I'll be back if I need.
Go on.
She's the one person I just can't really fucking stand. At all. I keep hoping that there's something more to her, but I've not seen anything prove me wrong.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first?
Sarah.
That's easy. We're
yeah.
good at killing shit.
Yep.
Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good.
I knew you'd get us here, boss.
Actually, help Ironball.
It's been an honor, Bull.
I'm a little disappointed I've not used you as much as I would like to, but... anything else?
Pleasure as always, boss.
See you later, Bull.
But
nice talking with you.
I really do like Ironball, but there's just not much to him. But keeps me invested.
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I'm Mr. Crazy. Most of our people... I've still got a few. I can send them around to... It'll mess with enemy estimates of our numbers, and no one thinks Skyhold is undermanned.
Alrighty, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. Sounds good. Okay, Kassan... The fuck? I thought that guy there was naked for a second.
What do you think allowed the triumph of the temple?
Alright. Sorry, isn't he going? Stood walking in. Cassandra.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one.
Not necessarily
but
true.
He will come. You will get your chance.
You don't seem concerned about that.
I'm terrified. Yet I have faith in you.
Of course you do, because I'm the Herald of Andraste, huh? Despite everything I've
Not
said.
long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
Oh, I have plans of my own.
As you should. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter. You have come far, my friend. It has been an honor.
Yeah, I like Cassandra. She's let's say complicated. That's not really Cassandra. She's interestingly determined, is what I'll say.
A whole temple. I told you, elves. You did say elves. Did we agree?
Your chant doesn't cover such things. It's all right to admit that.
Hello again.
Alrighty. Cassandra done. Pop in here real quick. Wanna rest. I'm doing that so I can. These.
We are honored to serve.
Anything?
You are wily, your word. Take note of the effect in the stores. How you do it is as you. We are here.
Alright. Just gonna check in here real quick. It's been a while since I was in here. I don't think there's anyone to talk to in here, but well, no one of actual importance. But last person to talk to is Blackwall and then Morrigan.
Ever think maybe it was dwarves? What?
Let's check the. I don't know if they have. Looks like. Using it? I'll take it. Let's sell And, oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Too bad I'm not a warrior. Oh, then again, it is mage armor. Never mind. Too bad its stats suck, though. Yeah, that's not going on anyone. Not occupy space. Bronto, let's get that. That's not going to be useful anymore. Get rid of that as well. Wait, what? What? Oh, it's these. Weapon fires 3 shots when attacking. That's interesting. Sarah. Not that I'm likely to use her anymore, but you know.
He sort of looks like he's made of lyrium. We were allied with Tevin.
Nothing here, I don't think, that's of major import. Nope.
That's good. You're making sense. No, I'm not.
I mean, I could just drop a bunch of money on that, but for the time being, nope. Or Legion? Let's see. Okay, Blackwall. Have a chat.
Corypheus is able to possess Grey. Perhaps it's a good thing I'm not a real warden.
Who would have left you behind?
It's a blessing. Warden or not, I'd...
Going up against a Darkspawn, and the last thing you want is a Grey Warden. Funny how these things happen.
Yeah, true. I have no idea where my pen's gone. Oh, right in front of me. Alrighty, we'll talk later.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Alrighty. That's Blackwall, been spoken to. Let's go have a chat with, Morrigan. Now then. And then that'll be where we sort of bring this to it. How long has that been there? Is that new? You know what? Screw it, let's buy a bunch of implements. Much in the way of stuff that I want, so not useful. Not useful. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's still 100 of that. Or close to it at least. I mean, I might as well get rid of some of this stuff. Gonna be sat in my inventory doing nothing for me. Yeah, I won't touch sort of dragon stuff. Well, buy. Get more of these. pop in here real quick. Do that one operation and Inquisition perks. I don't know what I'm gonna get. Maybe no. No. True grit. 10% to all defenses could be good. And focus could be good. Ooh. Honestly, trigger it might be bad. Might be good. Yeah. Oh, I saw it as I was popping it. Okay. Alright. Oh. Thing again. Right, so... Oh, right, that's the war room. Took me a moment for me to sort of try and take myself around. Right. Gazelle, do you have anything to say to us?
I heard reports of the event. It sounds magnificent. I hope we can explore it fully once Corypheus... I didn't expect it... Whether your gods are myths or aspects of the Maker. Whatever we find. But of course... Was there anything else, Inquisitor?
Right. Oh, Ellen? Emma?
Good, Inquisitor. I am glad that issue has been resolved. Of course.
Right, she's talking about the operation that we did. Okay. Oh, okay. This is Morrigan's room with the Illuvian, right? Wait, Liliana?
Inquisitor, thank the Maker you're here. Morrigan chased after her son into the Illuvian.
Oh,
She was
shit.
terrified.
She was chasing Kieran.
She said he activated the mirror somehow, and then she ran into it. I've never seen Morrigan like that. You must go after her. I will find help, Inquisitor.
That's not Liliana. Plymouth? Right? No, that's not, that wasn't Liliana. Was it? Are you trapping me in this mirror? I'm right, aren't I? I mean, it might not be Plymouth, but it's whoever followed us into the Illuvian before. Liliana doesn't talk like that. It's not in public. Curious. Hmm.
Wait, this isn't the crossroads. This is the Fade. How did the Illuvian lead here? Can it go anywhere?
As we're not being... Ah. Oh, I don't have my weapons or anything. Ooh, this is a real bad sign. Unless I can equip myself. No, I'm still equipped.
Morrigan! Go back! I must find Kieran before it's too late. Why would Kieran do this? How could he do this? We stand in the Fade. To direct the Illuvian here would require immense power. If he is lost to me now after all I have sacrificed...
We'll find him, Morrigan. He can't be far.
The Fade is infinite. He could literally be anywhere. Whatever happens to him now, 'tis my doing. I set him on this path. Please, help me look, Inquisitor. Just a little longer.
I wonder if she's going to tell us how he came about and what he's sort of becoming. Will become? May become? I think she was dragged in here not by Kieran, but misled into thinking Kieran had come into here when he hadn't. Okay, could be with Cole for all we know, you know, just sort of sitting on the wall chatting away and certain swamp witch is pretended to be him. No reason she couldn't shapeshift into a person.
There he is!
Who's with him?
That's...
Ah. Hello, Flemeth.
Mother!
Mother. Now, isn't this a surprise?
Clearly not the good sort of surprise.
My lovely Morrigan has a flair for the dramatic. Thankfully, my grandson is more sensible.
Kirin is not your grandson. Let him go.
As if I were holding the boy hostage. She's always been ungrateful, you see.
Ungrateful? I know how you plan to extend your life, wicked crone. You will not have me, and you will not have my son.
That's quite enough. You'll endanger the boy.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
You
Fucking knew it.
are Mythal.
Well, that was unexpected.
No, it wasn't.
You, of all people, should expect the unexpected by now.
Ah.
I'm sorry, Mother. I heard her calling to me. She said now was the time.
I do not understand.
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since.
This is the
seeking
price.
justice denied to her.
Then you carry Mythal inside you.
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest.
Yeah.
You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
He tells the truth. Yeah.
Say you speak the truth.
It.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. So young and vibrant, you do the people proud and have come far. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
I know the name Flemeth. My people call you Ashabelanar, the woman of many years, and speak of your legend. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes,
Probably.
I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
Yeah.
If Mythal is a part of you, why haven't you helped us? We've called to you, prayed to you.
What was could not be changed.
What about now? You know so much.
You know not what you ask, child.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims. Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged! Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
Did you come here to make Morrigan serve you?
Oh, what a servant she would make. Then what is it you want?
The boy.
One thing, and one thing only.
I have to go now, Mother.
Ugh.
No, I will not allow it.
You don't have a
He
choice.
carries a piece of what once was, snatched from the jaws of darkness.
Yeah.
You know this.
He is not your pawn, Mother. I will not let you use him.
Have you not used him? Was that not your purpose? The reason you agreed to his creation?
That was then. Now he is my son. Flemeth extends her life by possessing the bodies of her daughters, Inquisitor. That was the fate she intended for me. I thwarted her, and now she intends to have Kieran instead.
How refreshing to see my lovely daughter so obedient.
If she did not have this hold over me,
then you would do something even more foolish. In this place, my power is greater than yours. Do not tempt me further.
Kieran,
As you wish. Hear my proposal, dear girl. Let me take the lad, and you are free of me forever. I will never interfere with or harm you again. Or keep the lad with you, and you will never be safe from me. I will have my due.
he returns with me.
Decided so quickly.
Do whatever you wish. Take over my body now if you must, but Kieran will be free of your clutches. I am many things, but I will not be the mother you were
Good girl.
to me.
No more dreams?
No more dreams. A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me. Listen to the voices. They will teach you, as I never did.
Wait!
Ah, poor Morrigan. Jeez, that's rough. Man, freaking Voldemort really fucked her up. Like, I have to wonder if she would have been like that if there wasn't that sort of bond between them from relatively early on. suppose that's a thing you might come across in runs of this where the baby is born out of convenience. I have to look that up at some point, maybe. Yeah, that works. Was a hell of a thing.
Are you all right, Kieran? You are not hurt?
I feel lonely.
She wanted the old god soul all along. Is it worth reminding myself that perhaps I do not know everything after all? My mother has the soul of an elven goddess, or whatever Mythal truly was, and her plans are unknown to me.
You truly had no idea what she was?
I knew she kept the truth from me. I even suspected she was not truly human, but this...
Yeah.
I always thought the so-called elven gods were little more than glorified rulers, but now... I have doubt. And doubt is... an uncomfortable thing, Inquisitor.
I'm sure it is for a lady like you, yeah.
Just be thankful you did not drink from the well. I am evidently tied to my
But
mother.
I predicted that.
For eternity.
So Kieran had the soul of an old god.
Taken from the archdemon at the final battle of the Fifth Blight. Yes, he has never known anything else. I'm uncertain what effect this will have on him.
But why did you...
I told you at the temple, the magic of old must be preserved, no matter how feared.
Yeah, I get it.
Kieran had a destiny, and now it is in Flemeth's hands.
We'll see in the next game, I suppose.
I suppose we shall see what she does with it.
For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing.
Did I? She was testing me. And I cannot tell whether I passed.
I mean... Motherhood, morale.
Now we must prepare to face Corypheus himself. It seems Mother was right. The voices of the well tell me I will be able to match his dragon. All that remains is for you to find him.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Well, fuck. Right. Now Morrigan is out here.
Mother must be very pleased.
Oh, I bet.
If I see her again, I will have no choice but to do every single thing she commands. I feel certain what happened at the Temple of Mythal must somehow have been her influence.
But you on that path for ever since she picked you out of the swamp, I expect.
You might be right.
'Twas a temple dedicated to her after all. Is it a coincidence we ended up there? There must be a connection we cannot see. I suppose we have little choice but to proceed and be thankful she assisted us at all.
You seem to know a great deal about elven lore.
The Dalish are not the only ones interested in the distant past, Inquisitor. Indeed, my skills allow me access to places the Dalish dare not even dream of. The ancient elves hold secrets they have not yet given up. Secrets about the foundation of Thedas itself. Thus, they are my focus. Corypheus clearly feels the same.
Do you trust what Flemeth told us?
About what she is? I am uncertain. I knew there was more to her than I realized, that she was not truly human. This? I once found her grimoire, and that was where I learned her immortality was gained by stealing the bodies of her daughters. Flemeth claims I misunderstood. It is not forced on the unwilling. Meaning I might agree to such a thing? Impossible, yet there seemed an undeniable sense of truth to the things she told us. All my years spent hunting for arcane mysteries, and the greatest was the one I left behind.
So what do you intend to do now?
Once Corypheus is defeated, I will take Kieran and leave. Where I will go is uncertain. I must consider the fact that Flemeth may yet have plans for me. I am, after all, her servant. Such
Sorry
a
about that, I
delight.
predicted that.
Yet we must now consider the coming battle. I hope all I learned from the well proves worthwhile.
Uh-huh.
I'll
Alrighty.
leave you to the
As you like.
Oof, that's tricky. Alright.
Blessings upon us all.
Alright. Doom upon all the world. I suspect that's the next big quest. I'm just gonna test the waters by talking to Josephine, see if there's like an actual conversation here.
Everything's in place. Corypheus now waits on you to approach the Temple of Sacred Ashes. Still, do be careful. Please.
Okay. Oh, actually, let me check this something real quick. The Arbor Wilds would be somewhere over here, right? Funds. It was an actual place. Alrighty, what we're gonna do... Yeah, gonna have to call it here. Almost forgot I had something on tomorrow, otherwise I would have continued. Alrighty. Alright, this'll be it then. Next session... be the last, I think. I mean, the only things I have remaining are stuff I don't really want to do. So yeah. Tomorrow. I suspect. Tomorrow evening. Bye-bye.